Hello, everyone. Our next guest is Hawkins Golden, founder of YoBe, aka Yogurt Daddy or Protein Daddy. He started the hashtag YoBe Awesome, and I could tell you it tastes awesome, it's made with awesome ingredients, and it has an awesome founder story. I hope you enjoy this interview as much as I did. Vibes, y'all. Let's grow and shred. Bye. What's up, Hawkins? How are you doing?
What's up? I'm Hawkins Golden. I'm doing pretty good. How are you, Tristan, today?
I'm doing well, man. I'm just thank you so much for joining me. It's a nice day in Southern California. It's
Uh-huh.
like what, 70 to 80 degrees, and we're in December.
Yeah, I just went on a jog on the beach. It was perfect weather.
Well, you're a surfer. You didn't go surfing this morning?
The waves were good, actually, and I should have, but didn't
Uh,
make it this today. There's no wind, so the waves were smooth.
oh, nice. So
Yeah,
but you got work to do. That's why, because surfing takes like hours.
I can. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I live right here. I can just pop in. I just have like a mental block on it right now. It's
Yeah, man.
okay.
No worries. You're running a business, and that's what we're here for. Let's talk
Yeah.
about let's talk about YoBe and the story. So I'm gonna get right into it,
Okay.
Hawkins. You are when most people start a business, right?
Uh-huh.
There's some you tell your friends and your family and whoever else, and they usually, there will be some haters that don't believe in you. But from what I was reading in 2012, when you wanted to start YoBe, the
Yeah.
person that was hating was yourself. You were you just you were afraid of failure. And yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I had a little drinking problem. I had a lot of fun, and the funds came with some problems, and I didn't want to have them anymore. And people in my family didn't want me to have them anymore, so I was sent off to a treatment facility. And I mean, long story short, he's like, I got addicted to coffee, wanted to create a healthier and more nutritious way to consume caffeine. And I actually like learned how to like make caffeinated yogurt there, and like I was doing it afterwards. But like one of my best advisors who was in my fraternity, who makes like millions of protein bars a month now, like super successful. He was like, dude, just go to Soul Cycle and like give out samples and see if people mess with it. And like for whatever reason, like due to fear, uncertainty, I was just like, that was where I stopped. Like the fear of rejection. And so
Oh.
yeah. So then like they would have loved it.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because you had this idea in 2012 and the fear of rejection stopped you. So like it
Yeah.
wasn't until 2021 when you were at UCLA for your
Yeah.
MBA. So you're
You know
this like
everything. You know everything
no,
about
man.
me. You
No,
talk
I
to my
just
therapist or what?
no, it's on your website. It says your story, man.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
yeah, no, it's funny because you have your MBA and 9 years later. So what changed about this rejection? What changed in Hawkins to make you more confident about your ability to start YoBe?
Well, I mean, for me, I mean, everyone's journey is different. It's your own individual hero's journey is what I like to think of it as. Like, no journey's the same. So like, you can't take mine exactly, but like, I went into real estate after getting sober, and like that was kind of the family thing, and like, I kept doing it, and it just felt not authentic to me. I was like trying to convince people to do things that I wouldn't want to do. Like my family doesn't really sell the real estate we own. I'm trying to convince people to sell their properties. And so I wanted to change. So I decided to like study for my MBA, GMAT or whatever it was. And right when COVID happened, it was like I'd already like taken the test or right. I don't remember if I was wearing a mask for that test, but like it was perfect time. I went into my MBA and like I got into UCLA and a couple good schools, and like, I'm kind of dumb, but like I could tell that like I wasn't as dumb as I thought when I was around all these kids, and like I had this like charisma that most of these kids didn't have, and like I would ask like questions and challenge professors more like most people wouldn't do, and like going to my MBA gave me a lot of confidence and a lot of clarity that I was not like everyone else. And it was very clear. Everyone's like, dude, you're an entrepreneur. And so like I just started like, because it was like, oh, I'm not gonna get a finance job. Like I'm way too different for that. Like it was like I was like, all right, I gotta build something. So in my MBA, I was doing my real estate degree, getting like doing as well. I got getting all A's at MBA, starting a software like app company in like yeah, caregiving market. And then I started YoBe all at the same time. It was like the peak of my life.
And you were doing schoolwork, right? Like you're
Yeah,
doing
I
all
was
of it.
crushing schoolwork. Yeah, I was crushing it.
Wow. So you were a
Yeah.
straight A student.
Yeah, there was one B, dude.
Oh,
He's the one. He's like that teacher calls me to like help him out all the time. It's like annoying.
that's awesome,
It
dude.
is.
You go from like feeling you're dumb and then being around the like dumber people. You probably like went, dude, this is actually pretty easy, right? Like that's how I felt too
Yeah,
in school. I always felt like, man, am I just like really dumb or
yeah,
am I really smart? Because some of the people here don't even question anything. Like I love questioning.
yeah,
Like I love that you said that because we should
yeah,
be questioning everything, right? Like
yeah.
that's how you get that. That's hyper curiosity gets you really smart. Or that might just be an entrepreneur thing, but
I don't know.
eh,
I would challenge professors like super hard because I'm like, what are you worth it? Like, I don't want to say you're worth anything, but like some of them would just like read slides, and it's like, dude, I can read the slides on my own. But like the ones that had real world experience, it's more lateral thinking.
mhm.
Like, and so like that's where I'm very ADHD. I have a very like lateral thinking. It's like I see thing here, and like people wouldn't normally put them together, but like my brain does that.
Wow. No, that's
That's
awesome, man. I
just
mean,
that's just how I work.
you're an entrepreneur, but and then I know you mentioned the hero's journey, which was cool. I have a hero's
Yeah,
question for you.
sure.
What pain did you solve for yourself before you ever had a customer with YoBe? Like, what was it?
What pain? I mean, honestly, it's kind of like for me, like for myself.
Yep.
All right. So what pain did I solve for myself? Like I'm gonna harp on this. I don't know if this is the best answer, but this is where my mind goes, is
Yeah.
that, you know, as someone that had a lot of ideas, and God just I'm a channel, God just like throws ideas at me and I'm like, whoa, that's a good idea, and I'll write it down or whatever, and like I have a list. But like for me, the thing that I solved for myself was execution. Because like until my MBA, until like the early 30s, I would always have the ideas, get to like 50%, and then get tired and stop. And so
Ooh.
execution was like executing and getting to like a final, getting to the touchdown or whatever, like the end zone is like, I think the thing that I had to do. And like at the same time, I taught at this class and I read this like stupid marketing thing. It's like perfect marketing doesn't exist. It's like there's no perfect plan, there's no perfect exit. This doesn't exist. It's all always changing. So it's not like, yeah, I executed, but the execution's ongoing forever. Like nothing is permanent in life, but just getting it out in front of customers, and like continue iterating and not giving up. Like that's what I'm talking about.
Dude, no, that's cool that you said that because there is a lot of people that, or I mean, I'm guilty of it myself, where I start something and I have a lot of ideas and then I stop, and now you have a company. It almost makes you like, oh shit, I have a company. How do I keep this thing going? And you're talking about iterations. So like, let's go back to when you went back to YoBe and you said, dude, this is an actual business because you started at the farmer's market, right?
Yeah.
And now you're all over the
Well,
place.
yeah, kind of. Yeah.
But let's talk about that because when was that? Holy shit! This is an
I mean,
actual business.
I could pull this up like and show everyone. I mean, when did I know it was a business? I mean,
Yeah,
like when is like I still don't know really, but like a little bit. Like you
that's
gotta have a
awesome.
little fear, right? Like holy shit, the lights might not stay on tomorrow. Like you never know. But like I mean, I kept it simple. I knew I wanted to do coconut yogurt, but I was like, all right, like I'd already learned 10 years ago in 2012 how to do the coconut yogurt, but I knew it was like a lot harder. So then I just did dairy yogurt, threw some caffeine in it, kept it simple, keep it simple, stupid. Went to the boardwalk in Venice, started getting samples of a couple flavors. And then eventually there was like this one lady who's a little older and she just bought it. Like I was like, I'm just giving samples. She's like, no, I want to buy that. I'm like, all right, like cool. And then like that was my first customer. my friend was there. He got some shots, which is cool. And so like that's when I knew. I was like, all right, like people will pay money for this. And so that's when I knew I had to go to farmers markets, because I was like on the boardwalk of Venice. It's like a bunch of tourists not going to a fridge anytime soon. So it's like, so then they're the farmers markets. But when did I know that it was a business? I mean, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I'm like kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I'm like a normal person. I don't feel normal. I'm definitely not. But like even if like I get like, so right now, when Erewhon hit me up and was like, hey,
Yep.
we want you in your store, that felt like a business, right? That was like, oh, I have a business. People want me. Or like when Unify or all these other people or TV shows are reaching out to me, Shark Tank was talking to me, and maybe that will happen or not. Like when these people reach out to you, it kind of feels like a business. But when you look at the bank account and cash flow, it doesn't always. But I'm also going to be raising like $2 million like pretty soon. I'm hoping. And
Wow.
like I did some like crazy formulating that like makes my product totally different recently, and like huge scientific breakthrough that like no one in the world industry has ever done. Like I'm
Ooh.
pushing the boundaries of protein, and like that feels like a business, but like I don't know. I don't think anything feel. I don't know. This is a weird. I don't want to get too. I get heady sometimes.
No worries, no worries. I know we all get in our heads, but man, that's awesome though, because thinking back at where you started, let's talk about like, okay, how did you come up with the name? Let's talk about that first, like, dude, I'm gonna come up with this protein yogurt
Do
because
you,
it's
do you
like
guys share screens? Can I
like
share my screen?
like YoBe awesome. I don't even know how to do that on here, honestly.
I'm gonna
I
try
mean,
it. I see this button. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try new things for you.
yeah, let's do it,
And
man.
let's see. So like this is
I've
like a little
never.
silly. Yeah.
Well, there
Here,
you go. Hell yeah.
so this is like a silly marketing thing for an MBA class that I was a guest speaker on. Like I was
Okay.
talking about, like perfect marketing doesn't not exist, right? Just the now, like all we have is here right now. Like yeah, can you complete it? Do I feel like a business? Like I don't know. So this is like the first iteration right here. This is like the table where the chip bought
Wow.
like this stuff, right? These are sample cups. Yo Buzz. So originally it was a caffeinated yogurt. Yo Buzz. Then it got a little fancier with Yo Buzz. We had like the crash test dummies like kind of logo thing on there, right? Like I think you can't see it, but there's over there. And then it was like, here my Van Halen thing. Like this is the deal. It's like you're never done. Like there's never completion. It's like always iterating, always changing. So you
This
asked
is
me
so
about the
cool.
name Yo Buzz. It was originally Yo Buzz, and then Yo Chill was like a CBD version, right? So like
That's
get
awesome.
buzz, get chill, and then YoBe was like be normal, be yourself. And so
Mm.
YoBe was the LLC, the parent company, and then just my buddy who's in the CBD industry was just like, dude, you don't want to mess with that. It's too much red tape. It's not worth it. And so I just kind of like threw out Yo Buzz, Yo Chill, but like we do still sell caffeinated yogurt, so like the Yo Buzz, it lives on. The rehab dream is still alive, except it's not yogurt. It's a protein snack, but it has like yogurt consistency. This is like farmers markets. This is probably my first day at the Van Halen. You can see me putting stickers on these things. Yeah, I can present this. Probably look better. You see like the stickers on these things.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
was just getting aluminum, putting stickers on. This is how you like do lean startup. And then like that week I was printing different ones. Like here's an actual printed pouch from like China. This one was like things. And I hadn't even changed my things. It's just like you could do it. Anyways, perfection is enemy of progress. It's a
Yeah.
paradox. Whatever. This is now I'm like presenting this, but like you wanting to execute perfectly or whatever you said, like when did I know I'm a business? It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm done now. It's like, no, you're not, dude. There's a paradox of like going for production. Like if you're like going for perfection, you're gonna like not do it because you're like, oh, it's not perfect. I gotta stop. It's like just incremental things. And so this was like my first packaging that went into Erewhon. And
Yep.
so
No,
like I guess I'm
I,
giving a. Is this good? Do you want to hear a packaging thing on this?
oh
Is this
heck yeah.
useful? Oh, I
Actually,
stopped.
it's actually I had that ube and that strawberry one. at
In this packaging.
I think the ube one is it's different. It's not surfing.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
No,
more
there's still a surfer on it.
is there? I don't even
Yeah.
remember, but I text Jeremy. I don't
Anyways.
know. Yeah, tell me about the packaging.
Yeah, so I like went into retail and like you're like distributor kind of background too. So like I went into retail through a distributor, like this is cool looking, right? But like what is it? It's like YoBe mango action figures, like that's what you see. And then like it's like tiny down here, the statement of identity. Like so like it's hard to say, like it's just not clear. But then I like so the statement of identity was the issue. So then of course I'm like the pendulum swings way too far the other way. And then I'm like coconut almond protein yogurt in your face. It's like, and then it just gets too busy, right?
Yeah.
And then we went to protein smoothie because we're not really yogurts anymore. And like we sell not as well in the yogurt section because we're really a protein alternative to protein bars and protein drinks. It's like, here's our current packaging. Like YoBe's like a protein bar and a protein drink had a baby. And that's what it is. It's like kind of in between the two, consistency wise. And like originally it was a yogurt, but like now we're like this thing that doesn't really exist, but has yogurt, like, I guess etymologies, but like it's just we're figuring out. But like this is our current packaging.
Yeah, that's it right there. Yep. And you
And
actually
just like
have the
naming
fruits.
naming the protein up top, like that's helped. I mean, we are also 12 grams of protein. I jumped 8 grams in like whatever a month because I'm
Wow.
crazy.
Well, I mean, protein is big right now. I don't know if you have been following. There's like protein sodas. I'm like, what? I mean, how
Protein
much?
sodas? I was wanting to do that. I was wanting
Yeah,
to do that.
there's a company called Joyburst that I follow on
Yeah.
LinkedIn, and he has like a protein soda. I mean, I don't know how much soda you could drink with like with protein, but yeah, that's I don't know how it's a lot easier to eat a smoothie than it is to have all those bubbles, unless you're from Europe
my
or
thought
something.
was like, I had the protein soda idea because like my ability to formulate is exceptional considering I didn't grow up doing this, but I
Yeah.
feel like if you made one with just 5 grams of protein and that was it, like, so it was subtle, it's like people drink sodas all day long.
Yep. Isn't that the biggest thing right now? Like
I don't know, dude.
everyone. There's those soda for everything now. Soda probiotics, prebiotics, all sorts of sodas.
Yeah, that's kind of why maybe it's not a good idea to go into it. And also, like, Coca-Cola is not like a small company.
Yeah. Well, dude, you go to Erewhon and you see you see the beverage aisle. It's insane. So, but when you see like where your stuff is at, it's a lot easier to pick, what you're gonna grab versus the beverage aisle. So
Yeah,
I can't
that's
imagine
true.
like you're overwhelmed. Like you would really have to know what you're going in there for to grab. But if you're looking at just where you're at, it's actually pretty good
Yeah.
where you're at. The competition's a lot less. So kudos on that
Maybe.
one.
I mean,
Yeah.
at the same time, like, if we're talking about Erewhon, which
Yeah.
Erewhon is like its own thing. It's like, I'd say 60% of the time people are not shopping. They're going to get hot food and a drink
Yep.
from that bar that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's a legacy account. Like, they've been good to me.
So let's talk about your scaling. Like, what's the plans? Like, what are you trying to do? What is the because you're always iterating, you're always trying to something,
You're going to sign an NDA, dude?
oh yeah, or well, you're going to be raising. I mean, I'm just wondering,
Yeah.
like, what the where do you see this from farmers market to? I'm sure you had a
Where do I
vision.
see this?
Yeah, like the vision.
Well, like, so like basically, I mean, look, I don't know how I got into this industry. Like, I had the idea. It was not a dream as a child. Like, I would say, like, just generally, like, for me, like, I've always been someone that builds things and like creates things, like musician, anything. And like Doc Browning from Back to the Future was like kind of like my first person I saw on TV that I was like, oh, that guy is like, I want to be that guy. So because of that, like, this is similar because I'm like in the lab, like creating product and making it better and better and better. So that's true. So where is it going from now? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, I mean, so I have problems and my problems have to be solved or they're going to be forever problems. And so like one of my biggest problem is when I ship and I ship out of state a lot, it's like $60 of cost.
Mm.
$25 shipping label, a bunch of insulated liners, cold packs, and there goes my margin. And like 30% of my revenue already is D2C with me putting no money in it because it doesn't make sense to put money in when my margin's like that. So how
Hmm.
do I make it a D2C brand when it obviously is a D2C brand when people are already like paying it? And so for me, one of the reasons I chose this format was like I saw yogurts that didn't have probiotics in them that or yeah, probiotics in them that were shelf stable. And I was like, okay, someone can do this. I can do it. But the problem is no one's been able to do it with protein. And so whatever, that's my problem. And I've done a lot of work on it. And like we just went up to some labs and put in the proper $1 million like machinery.
Wow.
And it came out very well, like very like better than expected. So 2026 will be the year we launch the shelf stable ones, which will allow us to have like put money into D2C and also like I can expand nationally a lot faster because my shelf life will be 1 year versus 90 to 100 days or 100 days is what we say now. And we've never had spoilage issues because they sell so fast. I've never
And
had
it's
to pay
coconut
back.
based, right? It's coconut
It's
based.
coconut's probably the
Yeah.
most like lethal like ingredient we have, you know, and then just yeah, the coconut is the most lethal thing that you have to stop but whatever. Um, but like, and so my recommendation to anyone that's hearing this is like one, don't sell a product that's not like that's needs a refrigerator. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Like, yeah, I mean, people do it, and you have to be really crazy. You have to be really crazy and like really passionate about it, and you got to like have a lot of money. Like this industry, I don't care if it's ambient, it's a lot more money than you ever expected. Like, I had no idea how much upfront fixed costs go into making this. It's not like a digital nomad where you're like on Adobe Photoshop getting paid. It's like lots of hard cash going in, and then they don't the distributors don't pay you for 45 days, and then they find every reason in the world to like deduct you. Like it's not for the faint of heart.
Wow, Hawkins, as that was one of my questions. Like, when did the economics not make sense? And you just like
They don't
totally
make
said it.
sense. They don't make sense, dude.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't think they like, you know, these people that have big exits are doing it for 7 years and sometimes it takes them 5 years to get there. Like even like my buddy who's selling like $10 million of like seltzer cans, like they're not profitable. It's like, dude, you're selling 10 million and you're not profitable because the problem is when you're scaling, you're also investing and it's like it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Like and
Yeah.
so
Well, it's good for their social media when they talk about revenue and their scale and how fast they're scaling, and
yeah.
they're not really showing bank accounts. I kind of like one of your posts that you did. You were like, I don't like making social media posts. Can you just buy my stuff? Tell me
Yeah,
about
that
that
was
marketing.
funny. That was funny.
I like
So
that
yeah,
style.
I
Yeah.
used to be really big into social media posting. I've taken a break from it because I've been working my arse off, like going
Yeah.
to the lab and making this stuff shelf stable. Like that's the thing I had to do. And well, really, I'm a one man show. Like I am YoBe. I have like one assistant that kind of helps me out as a gig worker, like a couple days a week, and like I have people to help me manufacture. I self manufacture, but like I wear all the hats, and it's
Wow.
tiring. So like another thing I would say is like if you're gonna do this, find someone to partner with. Because but I have a lot of energy, so I've been able to like kind of do well, but like I don't think this is not for the faint of heart. You asked me a question and then I kind of went on a different tangent. What was it?
No, about the economics, right? Like I was just talking about the economics of it, and you went and you
Yeah.
said because a lot of people think, well, we're actually talking about your post of the advertising when you used
Yeah.
to post on social media a lot. Now you're working. We totally
Yeah.
understand that happens.
Yeah. But if I have funding and stuff and I have someone doing operations, someone doing some sales, you know, I will be like, I'm kind of funny. I got like, you know, I had a dysfunctional childhood, so I use humor to like whatever. And like, so I will always probably be somewhat the face of the brand, but like, I definitely want to hire a good social media marketing person, salesperson to help me out. So, That's going to be in the budget for the funding coming in. And you know, it's just I don't know. It's people think you have a good idea. It sells well. Like we're top three in Erewhon, like in our like protein snacks. Like
Wow.
I would like and like look, it's just this dummy over here in Venice, like figuring out, but busting his head. But like
No, you're
everyone
not a
doesn't make you
dummy.
rich.
You're not a
Everyone doesn't
dummy.
make you. Everyone doesn't make you. Yeah, like okay, well, we'll
Not
see.
at all. Yeah.
But like everyone's only 10 stores. Like the economics don't really make sense until maybe you're in 500 to 1,000 stores. Like that's when you're like, because you're like at the end of the day, I'm not selling a car. I'm selling something worth $5. So it's like popcorn, right? It's like it's not I have to sell a lot of popcorn to make a lot of money. So and you're distributing points like there's fixed costs in that, right? So you have to be selling so much through that. There's like it's just, you know, it's not an easy journey, but like I guess the question you'll probably ask me is like what keeps you going, right? Like what keeps you going? And like I
Yeah,
asked
it's
my
my
mentor, yeah. I have a mentor who's like had some very successful exits and I was like, you know, I have the fear of God. Like this is like, you know, this is not like am I wasting my time? Like am I like and he's like, dude, like you have to believe in your velocities. Like if I look at my velocities at these stores and I'm like competing with like people that have been funded with like 30 to 40 million dollars and it's just me like throwing duct tape on things like that's kind of like that's one of the reasons why I've done it and kept going. You have to
well,
be crazy, dude. You have to be crazy. I don't care if you're making a lot of money. Like to
yeah.
be an entrepreneur, you have to be crazy. Like Elon Musk has a saying, it's like you have to be willing to like chew glass and like stare into the abyss, right? Have you heard this?
No, chew glass and stare into the abyss.
If you
Tell
want to
us
be
about
an
it.
entrepreneur, you have to be able to like chew glass, smile, and stare into the abyss. It's like, all right, like I don't know what's gonna happen, but this is like the fate that I chose for myself, right? And for
Yeah.
me, I have my own little saying. It's like you have to like be willing to get punched in the face and smile and keep going. Like that's what I think entrepreneurship is. Because like if you don't have the perseverance to keep going after some bad news, like you're done. Like it's because it's gonna you're gonna get good news too, but like you have to really be like tough on the bad news and like at this stage, the bad news doesn't really affect me. I'm just like, oh, okay, well, we got to do something. It's like, whatever. Like in the beginning of this business, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to totally fail. This is over. Like, it's just like, it makes you tough. You're going to be really tough if you become an entrepreneur.
No,
And you
yeah.
have
I
to
mean,
be.
it's just like trucking, man. You got to have really thick skin, but like, I like what you said. You're going up against these giants, 30, 40, $1 million funded companies. But what's one thing that you don't compromise on that those guys do?
I mean, like, I probably compromise on more things, probably, because I don't have the assets to, like, I mean, let's be real. I mean,
No, like compromise
what are
on
things
like what
that
you're giving out to the to your customers, right? Like what
I
do
have
they
to think about this for a
do they cut
second.
corners and you're
I don't
like,
know.
yeah, like you'd have to taste their stuff. Like, does their stuff taste as good as yours?
So
Is
like
it
no one's really doing the exact same thing I'm doing. I mean, maybe there's
okay?
like dairy yogurts that are like throwing in whey protein now, and that all started after what I did. And I thought I was like a leader, and coconut cult copied me for like coconut. So I used to be in the coconut aisle with coconut cult, and then they came out with a protein one, and like people were sending to me, and I'm like, oh great. And Coco Chin was doing the same. And I was like, oh great, they're all copying me now, which was a threat that someone told me like coming into this. And that was one of those moments where I was like punched in the face, right? I was
Oh,
like, oh, these guys with money and like way brand equity are like copying me, but like Coconut Cult stopped doing that within 2 months. Like they didn't taste good. I didn't try it. And that's something else that like this is probably bad advice. Like I don't really try everyone's stuff. Sometimes I will to like I'll buy random protein stuff just to see what this guy's doing. But really, and this is like the thing with the NBA, it's like I'm not competing with anyone else. Like generally as a human being, I'm competing with myself. It's like, hey, can I be better tomorrow? Can I be 5% one? If I can be 0.1% better every single day, like I'm going to become a very remarkable man. And like, that's what I take to this product. It's like, okay, I have my product. How can I make it better? How can I make YoBe better? How can I make it better? And like, one thing that I will probably never compromise on, and like generally, even as a founder, like if we're like 100 million value company, like if we come out with a new product, I am going to be one of the guys demoing it at some point. I'm going to be in
Wow.
front of customers, trying it, having them try it, and just having their free consciousness like talk about it, and like I will ask questions about it, and like something I don't want to ever compromise on is like when I have new packaging or new product and it's available for customers, I want to get customer feedback because the customer feedback loop cycle is like of prime importance to me because that's how I know how to get product that people want. And like having the best product is like the most important thing. Like with my new technology that's coming out and products, like there's a certain rotary thing that I need in it, and like one guy says they're not willing to use it, and I'm like, well, I got to find someone else because I will not compromise on delivering the best quality because
There you
I
go.
this is my thing is like taste is king. It's like one of my thing. It's like yeah, product safety number one, which is like it has to be safe to eat, and then taste is king. Taste is king is really number one for me, but like safety first, right? But like if it doesn't taste
Safety.
good, people won't buy it, right? In
Yeah.
the food industry, you have to be safe.
Well, earlier in the conversation, you said that you were always going to be the face. And I was like, wow, I don't think your competitors can compete with that, right? Because you have this personality about you. And now you've just told everyone that you're going to be the guy sampling. Like you do have this energy, you do have this
Yeah.
personality that I think a lot of brands wish they would have or have to hire someone. Like you're willing to do it yourself. So kudos to
Yeah.
you for that, man. Like, and saying that even if you were a
I didn't
hundred
have a
million dollar
choice
company,
though. I didn't have a choice,
well, you just said it. If you were $100 million company, you'd still want to get feedback from customers, and
Yeah, I
you know,
wouldn't do all the demos like I did the past,
yeah,
but like
you'd
when
be
we
picky.
launch a new product, at like some events or something, I'm going to be there on the front lines with my other staff, like getting samples and training them on how to get me feedback. Cause like customer feedback loop is like the most important thing, I think, in this business. Even as
Absolutely.
like, even on your D2C, it's like, hey, is it easy for you to order and change your order? Like, I want everything to be streamlined so that, uh-oh.
No, I keep talking. It'll be
Freezing.
fine.
Hey, there you are. It'll work. And anyways,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
thing. And like I want to be less face for sure. 100%. I need some like I mean, whatever. It's like 2025, but I'll just be honest. It's like I need some kind of cute wellness girls also being the face, making funny content that like or cute content that like resonates with them. But like I'll always like participate like a little bit until I'm bought out.
Yeah, just go, man. Just go to Venice, man. There's a lot of cute girls probably shopping for yogurt in your neighborhood. Just say,
Yeah.
hey, I'll give. Just do it for what is that called? Just trade some YoBe for some content. Be
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I'm gonna be just
No,
off
but
the wall right now. I don't care because like whatever. So it's not yogurt anymore, and I'm trying my best to stay away from that word. But like some girls
okay.
call me yogurt daddy, and it's so funny to me. So like yogurt daddy will have a position in on our social media, but like I need to like phase it out a little bit.
Does protein daddy sound better?
I kind of like protein daddy. Like I kind of feel like that's more resonant like with me, but
That's
whatever.
awesome.
We'll get there
Well,
eventually.
well, I'm sure there's going to be, someone in CPG right now wanting to hear like, okay, Hawkins,
Yeah.
how do you deal with partnerships with like co-packers? And
Hello.
hello, can you hear me? Are we still on?
Yeah, what's
Or
up,
is it
buddy?
still good? No, no, I was
I
just,
believe so.
sometimes
Yeah.
there's a latency, so don't even worry about it. It'll come through. But I was just
Yeah.
wondering if there was, how was your relationship with co-packers and partners that you're working with? Has that been a struggle for you? Pretty easy. What's the?
Well, so like this is my thing, and like I'm not everybody, and not everyone's gonna work as hard as me. Like I'm from Texas originally. I know people probably don't think that, but like I'm from Dallas, Texas. I grew up ranching, and my granddad was a rancher, like oil man, and like he'd always be like, "You can do anything if you work hard enough." Like that was kind of like ingrained in me, and like I work hard, and I have a blue collar work ethic, and like I find entrepreneurs are aspiring entrepreneurs that are like, I have this idea and I need to find someone to make it for me. And like my thought process on it is totally different. I think that if you're going to make a product, you need to know how to make it really well. Like, Steve Jobs had Wozniak who knew how to make the products, right? And Wozniak would make it really well. And then eventually you like figure out manufacturing, right? Manufacturing, like I think you need to like learn how to make your product the best. And most people aren't willing to do that. Like, and so for me, I learned how to make the product my best. I hired a consultant to help me with some formulations, and like I use Excel and stuff, and that's how I tweak things. And like I think you have to have that drive for creating a perfect product yourself. And so we self-manufacture for what's sold in stores. I'm going to be
Wow.
doing 2 days of manufacturing next week with my team. It's all handmade, actually. Like, really. I mean, we use blenders and pots and heating sources, but like, it's handmade. It's like artisanal to a degree at this point, but it's not sustainable. Like, if I like with 100 stores or whatever I have now, like, we can do it. At 200 stores, I could probably do it, but like, once we get to 500 stores, like, I don't want to be living in a kitchen, right? Because like you said, I need to be the protein daddy on the social media, like, right? Like,
Walking around at all the
yeah,
Erewhons and mothers.
yeah. And so like, the problem is if you don't have a shelf stable product, a lot of these co-manufacturers don't want to touch you. Unless your velocity is so crazy, maybe they'll take a risk because it's a risk for them. Co-manufacturers are conservative. They don't want liability. Because if they give out a product that has a short shelf life, that means someone could get sick. So that was something I'm finding it. And also, like, I have pouches, so I need to find some of the pouch filler and other things. And pouch filling is a very boutique thing, I would say now, or
Hmm.
niche, whatever people say these
Niche.
days, niche. And so, but like, I always was going for this shelf stable thing. That was always part of my vision and like manifesting and like my reality distortion of creating it. And like I did it finally. Like I proved that I can do it. Now let's talk to these co-manufacturers, and I have interviews with some tomorrow and some, and like the one that I always wanted, like, and the one that we did the testing based upon their like actual equipment, they're now saying that they don't want to do rotary. Basically, it's a heating source, whatever it's called, retort, and they have a rotary thing that agitates the product and moves it. And by doing that, like my pouch seams on the sides of the pouches, if it's not moving, that means that product instatically is being heated so hot that it'll get like more clumpy. And so moving it so that the product's moving around inside makes it more evenly smooth. And so I like compromise, like you're saying, it's like I'm not willing to compromise on delivering the best product. So now I'm like kind of fighting with them, being like, look, if you're not willing to like use your best technology, I'm gonna have to go elsewhere. So like I don't know. It's just, and so and also as an entrepreneur, I have to have backup co-manufacturers just in case as part of this business plan for investment, so that if a investor is like, yo, like, what happens if this guy doesn't want to work with you? I'm like, well, here are two other options that have the same capabilities that we've already have a relationship with. So,
Wow, that's awesome,
I,
man.
yeah,
Well, taste is king, man. Like you got to make sure that it's not clumpy. I mean, you'd have a lot of pissed off
yeah.
customers if you had some clumpy
It
things
still
coming out of
tastes
there.
good, but it's like I
Yeah.
want the best product. I want people buying it again and again and again. Like, and
So when
that's
when you say shelf stable, though, I was one like, is that because you go back from refrigerated? So does it have to be refrigerated today or no?
yes, the
And then
current product that's sold is refrigerated 100%. People can
okay,
take it out for 4 hours. Like that's the FDA like guideline on like how long it can be out. people have anecdotally said they've had it out for like 24 to 48 hours, but I don't recommend that, like so, but like, but it could be fine. I don't know. Like, but you could take them on hikes, you could throw them in your gym bag, take it to the office, eat it that day. Like it's probably not gonna be a problem. But yeah.
Well, I mean, you're an entrepreneur. Like I'm sure you're thinking about other things. I mean, what's the plan if YoBe doesn't make it? What's the other plan?
Um, like so I built this like software app that was like a like app store, and like that was really my big dream at one point. And then during my MBA, like just through and then this I was making revenue in YoBe, and then it was just kind of like, all right, I'm gonna go all in YoBe. So I have like I don't like this. God has blessed me with being a channel and a light of energy. And I truly believe that I can do anything to a degree. I have this kind of belief in myself that was bestowed upon me by like overcoming myself. So I don't know what the next is, but like my buddy also was like, dude, you got to go all in on one. Like I kind of had that Elon Musk vibe during my MBA where I was like, I'm gonna do everything really well and be the best at everything. And like, yeah, I could be that guy, but like my blood pressure's pretty high already. Like, but I don't know. I at this point, Tristan, I believe that YoBe's going to be a success, especially after Friday. Like my sales have gone up 600% over the last year at Erewhon with me doing nothing. So like there's a lot of like data that I believe in that like one, I'm going to get investment. And like two, when I get the investment, if it fails, it fails. Like my buddy was selling his product. He had to like stop doing it yesterday. I called him and he's done. Like he's out. Like he raised a couple $3 million for his business and they're out of business. And like it was a short call, but I'm like, look, dude, it was all worth it. Cause at the end of the day, I always knew, Tristan, that like if this fails, I'm walking away with so much knowledge and like in my ability to create a business. It's going to make it so much easier. Like there's no goal, dude. Like the goal is the process. The process is like getting better and better and making a better product. And if it fails, all this hard work is like super valuable for like being hired or for the next time. Cause like I've hit my head against the wall so many times. Now I know how to do it less.
I like that.
Does that make
man.
sense?
No, I like what you said because it's like one of my favorite lines in that movie Air with Phil Knight. He says, everyone thinks that the finish line is like but the illusion, that's like an illusion. The finish line is an illusion because it's the actual running. It's the actual process, like you were saying, that why we keep doing what we're doing. Because, like that's what I always say too. Who cares if we fail? You could learn so much and you'll just be better at what you do next. And like you said, this coding thing that you're doing, are you coding right now? Do you know you could?
Not now. I'm too busy. Like now that YoBe's so big, it takes like a lot of time. Like it's a 80-hour plus job itself.
Yeah.
But I was still kind of dabbling a little bit like 6 months ago. Just like that was more for like automating AI stuff for operational efficiency. But
yeah.
I don't know. It's not.
Check out Replit. That's what we're all doing right now. We're all learning. Replit is vibe coding, so it's pretty cool. Like we're like entrepreneurs like us. We don't have to hire a team elsewhere. We could come up with an MVP in literally, 100 hours or 80 hours.
So
or probably less.
This is going into like why I think food's actually like an AI. What do they call it? Because like AI is taking over, like coding is like done, like coders are done. Like you can code now with AI, and I was doing pre-AI, but like it's like I don't know. That AI might take that over, but like if you're selling food, I mean, yeah, we could have robots manufacture it, but like it's a hedge against AI to a degree.
Well, yeah, you're building something really cool. I mean, like you're building a following. I mean, it's the YoBe awesome, right? That's like your
I'm trying to do some new packaging design because like our packaging is too Hawkins-fied and like I need to like make it more minimalized and like more like straight for like hierarchy. And like people are asking why YoBe and stuff, and it's like YoBe awesome, YoBe fit, YoBe strong, YoBe whatever you want to be. Like our mission statement is to live your most awesome and authentic life, and we think we can do that through good food, and that's like portable and on the go because like it's 2025, everyone's going around all over the place doing so many things, and so convenience is important, but like through healthy food, like I believe you can like your body's a temple, like manifest whatever you want.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, let's go to your customers. What's the number one review that comes to your mind? I'm sure there's one that just made you feel so amazing and it makes you keep doing what you're doing. And why is that important to you?
Um, I
Like,
mean,
what's one review that
it
you're
goes,
like, wow?
it goes through like there's like different levels. Like one is like a girl gave some to someone that has cancer, throat cancer, and she's like, dude, this saved like this like really helped her out. She was malnourished, and this was like giving her like she could eat it and digest it well, and like it was really helpful for like chemo patient. Like that was like a soft spot, and then like I get like DMs from like Trevor Wallace randomly, who's like, "Bro, your chocolate buzzes or your chocolate caffeinated or fucking lit, bro." Like, it's just like I'm like, wait, is this the real right guy? I'm like, cool, bro. Like, that's dope. Let me send you some free stuff just because you're cool too. Like
Wow.
so. I don't know. And then customer reviews, like. I mean, people are just like, dude, I love your stuff because it's convenient on the go. And like, if I'm too busy, I just grab one and go. And I don't know. I need to probably like be more into like the reviews, but I don't know.
No,
My
I'm
mom
gonna,
likes it.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you something that you probably don't know because you know how we met is Jeremy Thone. He was walking around because he had broken his jaw, right?
Yeah.
So he was wanting to eat more protein, and he ran into your products, and that
Yeah.
is the reason why you and I have met and on this call
Yeah.
because of that, right?
Yeah.
He needed something that he could consume while he had his his jaw was broken. So kudos to you for having something
Yeah.
that he was like, dude, you got to try this and you got to meet the guy. He's a cool dude. So that's why you're here. And I think that's
Yeah.
important to know that you created something that has put, like you said, you're the channel.
Yeah.
You literally put, your product put us together and put
Yeah.
Jeremy and helped Jeremy while he was while he had a broken jaw, he was eating all of your stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think, well, yeah. I mean, it's just like, for instance, I'm not getting full goosebumps, but I get goosebumps, and that means like I feel like God's speaking to me. But like, God works in mysterious ways. And like, even in this conversation right here, and me saying what I said, and then you bringing up like the hard to eat, like jaw shut or whatever, like, it's obvious. Like, once I have like some money and it's like D2C, it would make a lot of sense to do like esophageal cancer food or like if things like this and throw like D2C ads on it. Cause like, or like even my friend's dad has Parkinson, and like at first it was too thick, my product for them, but like now it's not. So like I'm pretty sure someone with Parkinson's that shakes a lot could easily sip it. And like there's I think a lot of like value in like pushing towards that to help a lot of people. And like I always thought maybe we could sell these in like hospitals, food service. Like if you're like rather than like the Jello they give you, like this would probably be a lot healthier. And I think the being shelf stable allows me to be in a storage unit in a hospital where they can just grab them and not have to have them all in fridges all the time. So
Dude, that's awesome. I mean, it's crazy how you brought that, when I asked you about that, you brought the cancer patient because you are helping and that's awesome, man. Like kudos to you for
you
doing
don't really see it though, because like now that you're in retail, it's like they buy it at the store and then they're not always like they'll sometimes buy it off the internet, like, but
Yeah.
it's you don't get the feedback as much, like, and that's so now I'm gonna go back to farmers markets just because I feel like this is important. It's like
Yeah.
if you have a food brand or something or any type of product, like the farmers market was the perfect thing for me to do, to be right in front of my potential customers to get that feedback. Like it's so important in the beginning. And that's why I was stressing, like, even if I was $100 million company, I, the founder, will be giving out spoonfuls of whatever the hell we're selling at the time, because I can get that feedback. The feedback loop is like the most important thing, because then you know how customers are using your product, the use occasion, when they're coming back. You can like find out like what they like about it, what they don't like about it, and like I don't know. I really try to stress that to people.
No, I like it, man. It's this. I thought this was going to be a smoothie story, but it's a protein story from the protein daddy. So, you know, I mean, you know, we're coming to an end here. Hawkins, thank you so much for, you know, just telling us the story of YoBe. And, you know, I have one last question. So what's next?
For YoBe, I mean, right now we're gonna do a packaging rebrand. I'm getting quotes from $70,000 to like 2,500. So like we'll figure out where we land on that, probably on the lower end. So I mean, I'm trying to gear up and get everything ready for 2026, launching this shelf stable version so that we can really grow fast and scale. And you know, I'm working on my business plan every day to start raising money. So January 2026, I'll be raising money. And because I need to probably have the manufacturing done in May, late May, because there's a TV show that wants me and I want to be on it and do really well. I don't think I can talk about it. So that's what's next. And at the same time, try to keep my health, because health is wealth, and try to be a good dude. And I mean, like, yeah, we're like, there's other products like, maybe a 30-gram one's going to come out in the next year or two. But I mean, we're doing a lot. And so hiring some really good people that like are with me for the long term and great people, that's going to be its own process. So, dude, I mean, I feel like the future's bright.
That's awesome. Well, where can people find you and what stores can they grab a YoBe at today?
Well, you can go to yobe.co and order online. We ship all across the country. It doesn't matter if I don't make that much money off of you. I don't care. I want you to try my product, you know, but, and yeah. And, so that's first and foremost. I don't care where you are. Like you could order it there. It's fairly comparable to the in-store price. And then, if you're in Southern California, we're in like Erewhon, Mothers, Lazy Acres, Bristol Farms, Jensen's, and a lot of like boutiques, Rainbow Acres. Like I'm in like a bunch of stores, and yeah, so like you can just find us there, and but the website's probably the easiest.
That's
Erewhon.
rad,
I
man.
probably said Erewhon, right? Like
yeah, no, that's that one, and Mothers, and
yeah. And so next year, another thing is like Gelson's. We want Whole Foods, Sprouts, and like we're trying to get into there, but it's a racket itself, and like. We're gonna do our best.
I know about that racket. It's the UNFI and KE.
Yeah, Unify. I'm with Unify now.
Okay. Well, let's close this out.
Let's go, buddy. Thank you so much for having me. It's been fun to hang out with you and get to know you and see your face a little bit. We had some phone calls before, and the energy was like really great. And like you're a good guy, and keep shining your light. And hopefully, I was helpful to other people. And feel free to reach out to me. Our Instagram is YoBe Awesome. YoBe Awesome. Be awesome. You can DM me anytime. I like to help other entrepreneurs that are in their journey, because like so many people help me on the journey. So like just DM me, and like maybe I'll just like get on a call with you, talk to you for 20 minutes if you need it. Like it's something I just like. People gave back to me, and I like to give back to others. So I'm not going to be sugarcoating things though. I don't do that.
That's awesome. Thanks, Hawkins.
All right, guys. Take care. See you, Tristan.